guys ready? Ready. What have the first couple weeks and everything been like so far with these summer workouts?
It's been amazing. It's pretty surreal, just coming to a dream school. But I've been super happy with the guys, hanging out with everybody, figuring out everybody's personalities on and off the court, working out with them, seeing how we gel on the court. But overall, it's been everything I've wanted it and more. The guys are amazing.
I guess the personalities of everybody, already kind of gelling together. And what have you found out about some of your teammates maybe that you didn't know?
I found out that a couple of them are a lot more gym rats than I thought, for sure. And I love that because I'm a gym rat myself. So coming up late nights, it's like, okay, all right, got a couple guys that want to come in late night. But then just off the court, just guys just want to hang out, just chill, have fun, play video games, just talk, do whatever. So yeah, it's been an amazing experience with these guys, man.
You said dream school, talking about Kentucky. Just what made it your dream school? What did you know about this place, I guess, before you got here?
Yes, I mean, it's just as a kid watching basketball growing up, it was always just like you had like the Duke, you had Kentucky, you had Kansas, and I only saw blue growing up, so I was just like, oh yeah, like gotta go to a blue blood school. I'm like, oh yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. Then it never came at first, disappointed, but I mean, where I'm at now is just full circle, and I think me and my pops we talk about that because I had like a list on top of my bed of like 8 schools I want to get off from. I got absolutely none. But Kentucky was on one, so I guess I will go back and find that paper and cross it off because it is definitely amazing to be here. But yeah, I saw guys like Fox go here. I saw the Harrison twins go here. I saw, like just Texas guys going to blue blood school. So I just always kept up with them and watched, the blue bloods and especially Kentucky.
Your dad said in the previous interview that those three guys specifically kind of mentored you, or you grew up in a gym watching them.
Oh
So
yeah,
what was
for
that kind
sure.
of relationship like?
I mean, it was cool. I mean, I never really. I feel like now at this stage, I'll probably talk to him a little bit more. But just growing up, it was just me always being a little kid watching these superstar idols that I just loved watching, like just at the time. And it was just, it's always cool to know that I'm following their footsteps, doing something a little bit right. So, seeing them and now being here it's cool.
There's a good chance you're going to be able to go against them when they
Oh
come up
yeah,
here for the
definitely.
TBT,
Oh
right?
yeah, I'm excited for that. We just talking about how we got to be ready to, beat them in a couple weeks when we play them. So I'm super stoked for that.
Every point guard's game's a little different. Andrew's obviously a big guy. De'Aaron's fast. This can be kind of describe your style as a point guard.
I just say, cool, calm, collected playmaker who just, wants to make his teammates better, but at the same time is always a threat to just do everything on the court. I want to really tap in this year and just be able to do everything at a very high level, play defense at a high level, distribute at a high level. I definitely want to get that up a lot more. And then, just be a really good leader. And I feel like these guys have really helped me, see that is possible. And, with the coaching staff and everything, with the way that we play, it's definitely feeding into that for sure.
What was Coach Pope's message to you kind of through the transfer process about maybe how you fit here and how he could maybe bring out more of your game, or
I
with you
mean,
at that position?
he brought me on so the first time I met him, he was meeting me at my hotel in Minnesota. Like the second day I got there, I transferred. He was at my hotel like the next day. I was so surprised. I was not thinking anything was going to like that. But he came up there and he was just basically telling me the plan of how I would fit into his system, how much he wants to help me get better, how, the guys around would be a joy to play with them, that they're a high level. And then, putting on the Kentucky name is just, it's second to none. And at least to me at the time, I was like, that sounds amazing. I'm still focused on NBA right now. That's the first plan. But I'm like, man, this feels pretty comfortable. If I want to go to college and time crap, I'm like, man, yeah, I gotta go to Kentucky, man. That's the only option right now.
What's that relationship been like with, I guess, the whole coaching staff since you committed? I think Coach McLean was down there at the combine. Maybe some other guys were there. Just how have they kind of welcomed you and brought you in those early few weeks?
I mean, it's been amazing. So, first met Pope and Coach Brooks when they first came and seen me in Minnesota. Then I went to the combine and I saw guys like Andrew Carr, I was with Amari in a workout. I seen Lamont, like just being around those guys even for a quick conversation. It's like, yeah, you're gonna do amazing. You're gonna love it every second of being there. Just the culture, the atmosphere, and just being present at that school is gonna be amazing. And then I've got the rest of the coaching staff like Jay Hart, Coach Fox, Coach McKell. Like all those guys bring energy and just pour everything they can into us each and every day. So. Everybody's been amazing so far. I have no complaints for nothing.
Jalen, you play with guys like Blake Henson, Bub Carrington. Although they can make plays, you got 10 guys now on this roster that can make those same plays. You talk about how the vision for you and how much more efficient you can become with all these weapons.
I mean, it's. I feel like naturally it's just going to help. Just being around a lot of really good guys at a high level that can do playmaking, score at will. It's just gonna just naturally open the game up for myself. But at the same time, I'm knowing that the way that I play and the way that I'm preparing myself is just going to make everything easier for everybody else at the same time.
I've not been to a practice, but the reports that have come out is that you're really excelling in practice. First of all, I guess why is that? But what is it about your game that allows you to go ahead and take that leadership role early on?
I guess people want to say I'm excelling, but I mean, I love playing basketball, man. I love coming to work every day and just hanging out with my guys, going out and playing the sport I love, and then also being at Kentucky. I mean, it's definitely. I mean, just being here and seeing the culture, you fans coming up to me, and I haven't even gone and play a game yet. It's school year hasn't even started, so I just see it and I enjoy it, and I guess that's just who I am. I come and show up every day. I put in my work. It's something that I love, and I'm also seeing that these guys are putting in the work, and they just want to get better. And we always talk about how we want to win a championship, so you got to build the right habits in order to achieve that level, and it starts 3 weeks ago.
Another Texas guy, Tyrese Maxey, he was famous for starting the Breakfast Club here at Kentucky a few years ago. Like he was a gym rat as well. Where do you kind of get that mentality where you said you always want to be in the gym?
I mean, that's from where I grew up. My dad was an AAU coach when I was born. My godfather is John Lucas. I was born in the gym. I went 3 times a day, 6 a.m., 12, 5 o'clock. That's just what I do, and it's just naturally built in me. And it's amazing to see that a lot of these guys have that built into them also. And I mean, yeah, just it's what I love. I ain't got nothing else to do right now. I mean, Lexington's a beautiful city, but man, it ain't no Houston. So, I mean, it's just the gym and the crib right now and hanging out with these guys.
What's the most difficult part of this transition for a point guard? I mean, obviously, you spent 2 years at Pitt. You get to know your teammates, get to know the system. Now, what's the most difficult part of that move?
I wouldn't say it's really difficult. I just, you're just going into a new system with some new guys, and it's like you just got to figure out, how everybody acts, what they like, what makes them grind their gears and what makes them go. And I feel like that's just fun. I feel like as a point guard, that's what you got to do at any level. And yeah, I mean, that's just been fun, just figuring out what everybody likes, what they like to do on and off the court. It's just, that's my job, and I'm here for it.
What was the NBA process like, and then what did you hear from them about maybe things they wanted to see you work on?
The process was good. I had a really great time. The workouts were amazing. Talking with, meeting with NBA GMs and everything, all of that was amazing. Those guys are just basically telling me, like, if you wanna reach this level at the level that we know you can reach it at, man, just go back, win a national championship. Hey, that's it. Just go. But overall, what I heard was just Jaland, go be the best point guard and player that you can be. Help pour into others. Help make guys around you better, and go win at the highest level. And that's exactly what I want to do. I didn't need them to tell me that. I wanted to come in here and win a championship, anyways.
What does draft night do to you, seeing Pope put 2 guys in the league and say, hey, if I kind of follow in their footsteps as a portal guy, I can be there this time next year?
I mean, draft night means everything. So I mean, even just my freshman year, I went to the draft because my teammate Bub was getting drafted. And it was a couple of us, and we were just sitting there like, yo, like, we're this close. And that just in itself is amazing. And then seeing, like, now being at Kentucky and seeing with Pope having more guys, it's like we got Kentucky across our chest. We know what it means to get drafted and, have NBA guys. So we know what it means, and we're super excited for that next level. But we're just more prepared now to just try and figure this team out and this summer out so that we know that will come when need be. But we're just focused on, just having fun and getting ready to win a championship because we came up short last year. So we don't want to do that no more. Plus Zell, he's got a chip, but we already got a thing with Zell. He's like, all right, man, you got to be the first player in history to win it with two different teams. So we talk about it all the time, how ready we are to win a chip.
What have you seen from his game, from Zell's game, and how might you two complement each other with maybe some different styles out there?
Yeah, so I didn't like Zell at first, actually. I hated Zell because I played him my freshman year at Florida, and that really was my wake-up call to college basketball. I went out there and I tried to give him a little bump. He came into the game. He did not move at all, and I went backwards. So, and then they beat us. I think ended up beating them, but like 30. But Zell, I mean, since that day, I mean, I knew Zell was a strong guard who could do everything. I mean, he's just got to have the platform to allow that, and he's got more than enough tools to do everything that's required. He can shoot the ball at a very high level. He can make plays. His defense is amazing. So I mean, he's got all the tools that's needed.
How excited were you to see? You were already committed, obviously. How excited were you when he joined this, and you knew after playing against him that you had that type of dude in the backcourt with you?
When I saw him commit, I'm like, oh, we got a gem for sure. Because even though he won a national championship, 6-man, all of that is just like, I don't think guys really knew how good he is. And I feel like, when you have that mutual respect for each other, it's like, okay, now we're working with something. We can bounce off each other. And I mean, like, that's been like my best friend since we've been up here.
Does he talk a lot about that championship? And do you all want to hear him talk about that?
Oh, no, he doesn't talk about it too much. But we talked about it for the first couple of days, and it's like, all right, now we're on to how we want to talk about our championships and how we need to do things around here. And I mean, of course, that's a huge moment for him, but he doesn't really seem to bring up that moment. He always talks about how he wants to do it over here now, and that's the goal, that's the objective.
Have you kept up with Jasper at all after making this run?
Oh yeah, definitely. I hit him the other day. I told him good luck. Told him just do his thing out there. I'm super proud of him right now for sure.
What do you think about his game?
Oh, I love Jasper. He's good. I mean, off the court, he's probably the funniest person I've been around. I'm not gonna lie, he's a little kid for sure. He's got a lot of energy. That's amazing to have around here. So he's been amazing. He's a naturally gifted player, and that's something that you can't deny at all. And then seeing him come in here first week and just have fun and just play his game and not really succumb to the other guys while we're playing, it's just fun to see because that kid's super confident. He's super talented. And he's going to be ready for a big year for sure.
Are you saying this just because he's left-handed?
Oh, yeah, partially. Yeah. Gotta love the lefties.
Is he strong enough yet physically to be ready to go this year and help you guys?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, at any level, if you can play, you can play. I don't think you have guys that's all different shapes and sizes. If you can hoop, you can hoop.
How much do you think it's going to help him specifically to have guys like you, guys like Zell, guys like Ortega to kind of look up to as a freshman this season?
It's going to help a lot because, like my freshman year, I looked up to older guys and leaned on them when I didn't really know what was going on. And, now having gone through that and seeing where he is, the talent-wise and everything like that, I feel like we're just going to help him go to another level, compete with him every day, bring the best out of him. And he's going to bring the best out of us, too, because as much as young as he is, even though he's a freshman, he's going to come back and he's going to bark at us, too. So it's going to be some battles for sure, but he's going to be more than ready.
I'm sure you've been asked this already, but what drew you to Kentucky from the transfer portal?
Really that I wanted to win a championship. I wanted to wear Kentucky across my chest, and I wanted to play with these group of guys around me. I felt like I really couldn't ask for more. That's all I really wanted to do. I have not played in the tournament in my 2 years of college basketball, and to know that I can go from not playing a tournament to competing for a national championship is everything and more that I wanted, but then also playing in front of a culture like none other. These fans are amazing. I've learned that it's not just, people are saying, yeah, they're really crazy, they're amazing, they're like the next level of whatever. I've loved this, and it's everything I've dreamed of. But then at the same time, it's like these guys around me just make everything better. And at the end of the day, it's about who you're doing this with. And these guys have been more than welcoming and fun for this process.
Last year you had the offense pretty much on your shoulders with Bub going to the NBA. Are you excited to not have to try to score 20, 30 every single game and just kind of be more of a point guard since you have so many talented teammates?
Oh yeah, for sure. See, a lot of people got it mixed up that Jalen Lowe just loves to shoot the ball and jack stuff up. No, I love passing the ball. I've always told people I get more joy in an assist than scoring a basket. My whole life, I've been a point guard. That's what I am. I mean, I know how to score the ball at a really high level still, so people don't get that twisted. But I love passing the ball, and that's always been natural for me. So being able to do that here would just, I feel like, make everything open up.
Kind of on that note, how do you expect your shot profile to change with more talent around you this season?
I just feel like, just the way that our offense is, we got a lot of guys who can, shoot the ball when need be, make a play on their own. So, just having naturally other really gifted guys, you just can sit back sometimes and just like, here. Yeah, that's just what it is. Sometimes you got guys like Ortega, who's was the leading scorer last year. You could give it a guy like that. You'd be like, go to work sometimes. But at the same time, with just how I play, everybody can just, I feel like I just fit into anywhere, just play with anybody because it's fun and it's basketball and it just reads at the end of the day.
What were your thoughts as this backcourt came together? Because obviously when you committed, you didn't know if Ortega was coming back.
Yep.
You didn't know if maybe people might jump in the portal. Zell wasn't committed. Just as it all happened, what was your thought process? And now that it's over, where does this backcourt
Number
look
one
like
in the country. I think we're the best backcourt in the country for sure. Once we get our guy Jasper back too, having everybody on the court at the same time, just competing every day. I feel like the pieces that we have, we can compete and win at the utmost level. And I'm loving this group. I know when I was committed and my dad would just be talking about different guys that they're trying to bring us. Like, okay, yeah, we're working for sure. Like it's been amazing. I'm loving these guys.
Was there ever a time you didn't like going to the gym with your dad? Was there ever a time?
Oh, there's plenty of times, man. That's why I tell people. Like I tell people all the time. Like I love basketball, but I also love not playing basketball. That's like. There's a good balance. Like I work hard every day, but there's days that I don't want to go to the gym that I gotta go to the gym still. So I feel like that's just natural for everybody, and even just like work. You don't want to go every day, but you got stuff to do.
Even when you just were little and you really weren't working, you just were kind of having to wander around and dribble.
Oh no, when I was a kid, it was natural. I wanted to be there every second of the day. I dribbled in the house. Mom getting on me, talking about stop dribbling the ball in the house. But it's still the same today. Like I love being in the gym. It's just the only thing that's on my mind. That's just how I move. I don't really focus on too much. I don't got too much going for me outside of basketball. It's just like it's what I need to do.
Do you have any other hobbies outside of the sport?
Hobbies? I mean, Fortnite for sure. Fortnite for sure. Definitely do that. I like the video game. I feel like I'm a big movies or a TV show type of guy, but then some people around campus might just catch me on a walk. I feel like a lot of people, when I first came the first week, were like, Jalen, you want to walk? You could get a manager to bring you. I'm like, nah, man, I'm good. I'm going to go walk and enjoy the scenery and go enjoy this hot weather that everybody's complaining about.
What were your first impressions of Coach Pope when you guys made contact? And has any of that changed since then, or there been any surprises about him?
No, so the first time I made any contact with Coach Pope was when I want to say, was it, don't let it be the night that I first put my name in the portal. I think it was the first night I put my name in the portal. I got a phone call from Coach Pope, and me and my dad, after we hung up the call, was like, this has to be the most energetic, most loving of the game guy ever. Like, he really loves what he does, and he pours that into us all the time. And you can just see that. He's a super amazing guy. One of the nicest people you will probably ever meet, most genuine guy. So that hasn't changed at all.
Even during conditioning,
not at all. No, not at all. He'll watch us. He'll cheer us on from the side, tell us, come on, like, you got to go get this. He'll challenge us for sure. And he expects the best out of us, which, is amazing from a coach.
You obviously withdrew from the NBA draft. What feedback did you get from scouts that you want to apply here at Kentucky?
I really just want to, play make at a really high level, and I just want to win. I feel like, winning solves everything. And with how I play, the skill level that I have, and the guys that are here, I feel like just winning will take care of everything.
Mo City kid. Obviously, everyone knows Texas for football, but they got some pretty good hoopers as well. De'Aaron Fox, Jason Wallace, even Trey Johnson just went in the lottery. So talk a little bit about Texas basketball.
Texas basketball is amazing. We got a lot of, really great guys that are making it big right now. And, we're just, Texas is one of them states that's like, all right, you're going to have some players out of there that's going to come and get with you every night. So it's been amazing to see that these guys that are making it at the highest level winning. You got Kaysen, congrats to him for sure for just winning a chip. That's amazing. And then you got guys like Trey who just got drafted the other day. So these Texas guys is making it big right now for sure.
You know that meme with Shaq where he's saying, I wasn't familiar.
Oh, yeah, it was yeah.
Has there been one of your new teammates that you've been like, wow, I didn't know much about this guy?
Trent Noah. Trent Noah might be the best shooter I've ever seen. And I played with a really good shooter in Blake Henson. But Trent Noah he can shoot the living out the ball. He can really shoot. I love TN.
Obviously, playing in the ACC the last 2 years. Last year wasn't maybe great. They only had about 3 good teams, I would say. But what are you expecting maybe from the SEC switching over to one maybe the best conference in basketball?
Just a battle each and every night. I mean, that's what I came over here for, to play the highest competition level at day in and day out. That's just like the NBA. You play the best of the best every day. So why not do it over here? Test that, and we'll get ready and we'll see what we're made of.
Have you been able to talk to Denzel, talk to Mo about what they should expect from these SEC arenas, these fans, these coaches?
I've definitely talked to them a little bit about it, and just seeing, picking their heads about what it's like to, have a battle each and every night, what the crowds are like. And we've gotten into it a lot about that, and just, I think we'll be prepared when the time comes, especially just having these guys that's transferred in, and, their expertise, and Zell and Mo, it helps a lot just coming from different SEC schools.
How much 5-on-5 scrimmaging have you guys done so far in these early practices?
We've done a good bit, and I want to let it be known right now that my team beat Otega's team first weekend. I'm gonna let it be known. All the cameras, y'all can put this everywhere. Because we're gonna play pickup again real soon. And I want the same teams that we did that first week, because they was up 2-0 and we beat them 4-2. And I'm going to let everybody know that. And Otega hears it from me all the time.
Who's your team?
My team, it was me, Colin, Mo. The bigs kind of switched in and out because it was uneven team. So sometimes I had Reese. Sometimes then I had Braden. So it was us rocking out there. So me, Colin, Mo, then one of the bigs, and then Braden.
So Mo at the 3?
Mo's wherever.
Interchangeable?
Mo's wherever.
What have been your impressions of him just on the court, his game?
He's a dog, man. Really strong. He has a really good feel for the game. Just being in the right spots, knowing where everybody's supposed to be at. Super athletic. Might be one of the best rebounders that I've been around, just off sheer will, not even anything else. Just the fact that he's going to beat you because of his mindset.
Who's been the toughest when you get past that first line of defense on the perimeter? Who's the toughest guy to finish against that you've seen on this team so far?
I'm not gonna lie. O blocked me pretty bad one time. Mally hit me bad one time. Those 2 guys have definitely been. And then Braden's got some real length, so it's like he's a little tough all around. Even if he's just on ball, he's really long, so it's hard to deal with a guy like that sometimes. But all these guys are super athletic, so it's like you gotta be careful. Even like you see Colin, it's just like, oh yeah, Colin, he finna get up, so you better be careful too. So I mean, everybody is just super athletic in general. So
talking about getting your shot blocked, can you even imagine? Are you ready for when Jaden gets back of all Big 12?
Man, he's been talking crazy to us. He's like, y'all lucky, I'm gonna be out here blocking y'all shots too. He's like, y'all know I was leading the country in blocks before he got hurt. It was like, yeah, we'll see when you get out here. You're gonna have to prove it to us. But nah, but just how he is as a person, how naturally, he is just in his body, where it's like, yeah, that guy's going to be really special. Just the way hands are huge, length, just a big body. So that's going to be amazing when he comes back, and I'm ready to play one-on-one against him.
What do you think about Brayton, the guy that kind of joined you guys late, wasn't afraid to come in with a roster already loaded?
He's his length. He got really good length. He's got really good size. He's got a good feel for the game. He can score. He can shoot. So having him, I think the first impression of him was like, wow, like you might see his frame and think that he's a little too skinny, but he makes up more with just his length and, you know, just being able to contest shots, block shots at a very high level.
One more.
Pope said you're 92nd percentile in difficult shots. How do you balance taking the tough ones, hitting the big time shots, while also kind of getting the efficiency where you want it to be?
I think it'll just be natural with the way that I have these guys around me this year in the offense that we play. But like, and I know a good bit of what I don't want to shoot anymore. I definitely know that.
Has he talked about playing off 1 feet and 1 foot and 2 feet yet?
Oh yeah, for sure. That's a huge part. 2 feet is what we love. Might catch me going off one every now and then. But 2 feet is what we love, and I love doing that because my favorite guard in the NBA is Jalen Brunson, and he's the king of 2 feet. So I study him all the time. So they've definitely been implementing the 2 feet for sure.
The college basketball game, they just announced it was coming back. What were your thoughts on that, and what would be your overall
Was that the
rating?
text that I got?
Yeah.
I got a text in the group chat. I think they sent like an NCAA something. We're getting a basketball game?
It's in 2023, but it's right. It's coming. But if it were coming out this year, what would be your overall?
I gotta be humble. Overall rating, I give myself like a. All right, what would y'all put O at? What would y'all put O at?
At
95, maybe.
95? Man, I'm not finna do that. I'm gonna say a 91. I'm gonna say a 91. If y'all putting O at a 95, we're putting, huh? Reese is playing too much. Reese is playing too much. I put myself at like a 91. I got all the tools to be good in NCAA. Dang, why couldn't they come out this year with it?
Thanks, everybody.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joe.